Live from Birger Field on the campus of Holtville High School, it's Friday Night Lights here on the Valley Sports Network. Tonight we have the visiting Mountain Empire Redhawks coming to Holtville to take on the Holtville Vikings. A very pleasant good evening, everyone. This is Murray Anderson coming to you live from Holtville. And joining me tonight, our color commentator extraordinaire. We call him Coach Mike Swearingen because he's coached almost every high school in the Imperial Valley. Coach.
Murray, how you doing?
I'm doing well, Coach. It's great to be on the air with you. I've always enjoyed talking to you, and this should be a fun night.
Yep. And I tell you what, Murray, you're looking at one of the best Holtville Viking football teams I've seen in a long time.
I haven't had the opportunity to watch them this season. This will be my first chance to look at them, but I've heard that from numerous people that this team can run it, this team can throw it, and this team can play defense. So.
And they're going to get better.
Well, Jason Turner in his 8th year here already. I know time has flown for him. He couldn't believe it when I told him. He's got an overall coaching record of 50 wins and 23 losses here in 7 seasons. He's been building up. He has built. Last year you saw dramatic improvements.
Yep.
And this year I think he's real good, and a lot of his skill players are only juniors.
Yeah, I'm going to say, when I interviewed Jason before the Southwest game, he said, people don't realize it, but we're junior heavy.
Yeah, his skill players, you've got a quarterback that's a junior. 2 of his 3 running backs are juniors. He's got both his star receivers are juniors. And he should be just as formidable next year. So.
And I was talking to Jason before the game tonight, and I asked him, Murray, I said, after 2 games, Jason, what is the one single thing that you're happy with that this team has improved upon? He said the pass protection. He said, now they've still got some work to do on the run, but the pass protection. And on the other hand, I asked him, I said, what are you unhappy with? Mm-hmm. And he said, our defense is not swarming to the ball like I want them to. So we'll see if that improves tonight.
He's given up a total of 7 points. He scored over 100, and he's unhappy about stuff. Well, is the coach ever fully happy?
Well, they never are, Murray. But it's the old adage that he was talking about is when you look at film, unless a DB is out of the picture on coverage deep, when that ball is frozen, you want to see the other 10 guys, for example, around the ball.
Right.
And that's what he's after.
Right. I know you spoke to a couple of his players, too. How were they feeling before the game?
I'm very impressed. These kids use the old saying, they've got their head on their shoulders. I asked Smitty Hilfiger, first of all, I said, what has this football team improved upon most from last year? And he said, more leadership, right. Which I thought was an excellent answer.
And he's got to be one of them. He shores that line. He's the biggest guy on the squad,
Murray, I said it last year, and I'll say it right now. He's the best offensive lineman in this valley.
Yeah.
And, I talked to Alonzo Cuevas, and I asked him the same question. And he said that the consistency, he said we're more consistent. And you know what? I have to agree with him. And I asked both of them, what do you know about Mountain Empire? And Alonso said we have to stop their offense. And Smitty said that stopping their quarterback, number 9, is the key. Mm-hmm. And the last question, this is a great one. I asked him, right in front of their coach, I said, Smitty, who is the most unselfish when the other player wasn't around, player on this team? And he said Alonso Cuevas.
Wow. And
then I asked Alonso the same question. He said Axel Gomez.
Wow. So the offensive player, the quarterback, Cuevas, giving credit to the defensive standout in Axel. And then Smitty giving credit to his quarterback.
Yep.
So,
who plays safety also.
Right. So this is Cuevas' 2nd year. He's already faced Mountain Empire once. I think that was his first game last year when he was up in Mountain Empire.
Yep.
And, first game he threw for 191 yards and 3 touchdowns. So a nice little debut against these guys. So he remembers the Redhawks. And, Holtville has kind of dominated this series of late, especially since Coach Turner became the head coach. He's won 6 in a row against Mountain Empire, 9 of the last 10. Last year up in Pine Valley, the Vikings won that one 45-8. So, again, these two used to be league foes forever and forever, Coach.
Oh, yeah.
You knew all about that.
Yeah.
You made plenty of trip to Mountain Empire when you were coaching at Imperial and Calipat, I'm sure.
Yep.
how and I remember when Keith Smith Jr. was coaching Holtville.
Yes.
He struggled to win in Pine Valley. He would tell me I couldn't get a win up there.
It was all, Murray, you hit a good point. And then we went one year to playing them twice. You could play them down here, and maybe you might beat them by 2 or 3 touchdowns. But when you go up there, man, I got to tell you right now, it is dog eat dog until the final whistle.
Right. The lighting's horrible.
Oh, man, the orange lights.
The field is crowned tremendously for the draining, which the kids aren't used to running on.
Right.
So you're running uphill when you're trying to get to the midfield spot.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. And those, they call them fog lights. And,
right.
And, man, I tell you, and looking at when those back in the days when they did tape, you look at that tape, and the lighting was unbelievable.
Right, right. And you might run into snow. You might run into rain, wind. You don't know what you're going to run into there at that field.
In '87, when we went up there and the CIF championship game, I mean, when we left, we got snowed on.
Right,
yeah.
Right. So, that's a distinct home field advantage for the Redhawks. But they're coming down here this year to play the Vikings. And, Holtville, I mean, if you look at the point spread, Holtville should be favored by quite a bit tonight.
Quite a bit, yes.
I mean, Mountain Empire is 1-1 as they come in, but they've only scored 1 touchdown on the season, Coach. They won 8-6 in their opener. Last week they were shut out by Southwest San Diego, who's never a real powerhouse in the San Diego section. No. But they were shut out, and that game was in Pine Valley, actually, and Southwest got that shutout victory.
Yeah. We have one result that came in from today's game. Calapat beat O'Farrell up there 56-14. That's the first 3-0 start since 2010 for Calapat.
Calapat is putting up some points. I know they've got the quarterback Dominic Hawk. He's setting some records. I mean, he's up to a fast start, scoring touchdowns and leading that offense.
Yep.
So I'm happy for the Hornets and Tony Leone as they've opened this season 3-0.
Yep. His assistant, Rick Stewart, has done a tremendous job for that offense.
Right. We are ready for the kickoff here tonight. Again, it's the visiting Mountain Empire Redhawks taking on the Holtville Vikings here at Birger Field on the campus of Holtville High School. Murray Anderson and Mike Swearingen coming to you live. Friday Night Lights on Valley Sports Network. We are set for the kickoff, Coach, and here we go. Mountain Empire is going to receive. It is a short kickoff, taking it at about the 25-yard line. He's going to two-hand cover the ball, get across the 30, looks like to about the 33.
Excellent coverage. Excellent coverage.
So that's where Mountain Empire is going to take over, 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line. But as we get going, let's let you know who our officials are tonight. The white hat, the referee is Nate Binkins. Your umpire is Mikey Garcia. Your linesman is Gabriel Castro. And your line judge is Randy Ross. As they go to a 4-man crew tonight, because there's 4 local games, Coach, instead of the traditional 5-man crew.
Jason looks like he's going to line up in his 3-man front, but he plays games with the backers. One will be up at times, one will come off. Sometimes they bring them all up. Little crossfire action, Murray.
Yep, they're going to give it to the first man up. He's not going to get very far. Runs into the line, gets to about, looks like the 35-yard line. Going to bring up a 2nd down and 8.
He ran into a stone wall.
Well, we see the guy we were talking about, 73, Smitty Hilfiger, out there on the line, and he resembles a stone wall.
I said it last year that he's the best offensive lineman in the Valley. I was looking at that aspect of it, but he's excellent on defense also.
Right.
Kid's a good ball player.
Here come the Redhawks to the line. They're going to drop the snap. Quarterback can't find the handle. There's a scramble for it.
I think Redhawks fell on it.
Looks like the Redhawks fell on it, yes, but it's going to be a loss of about 6 yards on the play back to the 29-yard line. 3rd and 14 at the 29 now for the Redhawks.
I watched them when they were warming up, and they were having trouble with the snap like that.
And second play of scrimmage, it comes
there
through.
It is.
Yep.
There it is.
So they're looking at the sideline, trying to get the play coming in. Here comes the play. It's brought in by their quarterback. That is Maxwell Anderson. He's a junior for the Redhawks. He'll get time at quarterback along with number 9, Isaac Gonzalez. Both of them spend some time at quarterback. Quarterback's going to keep this one. That's Anderson. He gets across the 30 to the 31-yard line. It's going to bring up a 4th down for the Redhawks, 4th and about 12.
Perfect example. And when you coach a defense, for example, you tell your backside backers, stay at home. Your key is here, especially against a misdirection team. And I'll tell you, number 34, what a great job. What a great job of staying home and filling the hole.
Redhawks are going to be in the punt formation on 4th down and 12. There's your snap. Punts away. It's a low kick, going to be fielded at the goal line. That is Raul Briseño on the return. He's going around the right side. He is got one man to beat, and he beats him.
He's gone.
He's gone into the end zone. Punt return, touchdown, 70-yard punt return touchdown for junior Raul Briseño. So Raul Briseño gets the Vikings on the board quickly. 9:16 left in the first quarter. He takes the punt, 70 yards for the touchdown. Started up the middle, coach, broke out to his right side.
Yep.
Found an opening, had one man to beat, the punter, and a little juke move.
And he picked up a great block. All it was a shield block, but it worked fine.
Vikings are going to go for 2. They're going to give it to the first man.
He's in.
First man through.
Good.
That is good. So the Vikings take the lead, 8-0, 9:15 remaining. And we're going to take a quick break. You've got Holtville up 8-0. You're watching Friday Night Lights on VSN. And we are back at Birger Field on the campus of Holtville High School. The Vikings take a 70-yard punt return from junior Raul Briseño. Get on the scoreboard first against Mountain Empire. It's 8-0 as they converted the 2-point play. And they're going to try another short kick, fielded about the 21-yard line. Up across the 35. He's going to be dragged down at the 36.
They're trying to pooch kick it, and it's just need a little more elevation on it.
So the Redhawks will get their second possession of the game. 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line. Viking defense, fared well on the first possession. A negative 2 yards of offense for the Redhawks on that first possession.
The misdirection, if you're facing a team with that, you have to coach your linebackers to, for example, to read the offside back, put it that way.
Quarterback's going to keep it. That's Anderson. He comes out around the right side. He's able to fall forward.
Maybe a yard.
Yeah, it looks like it gets to about the 39. They're going to give him 3 on that one.
Wow.
Got to bring up a 2nd and 7 at the 39-yard line. So that's twice the Redhawks have kind of faked that, and Anderson keeps it. It's almost like the old bootleg, coach.
Yes,
but,
yeah.
And my guess is, coach, that's his option to give that or keep it himself.
Yep.
Anderson's just a junior. Most of the Mountain Empire squad are juniors tonight. I think I counted over 20 juniors.
Well, you got 2 junior-heavy teams then facing each other.
Again, fumbled snap. Yep. Anderson goes down to get it. Not sure that he did. Oh, they're going to say he did get it and he was down.
Like I said, I watched them in warming up in the pregame. Same problems.
So they're going to lose a yard on the fumble snap. Going to bring up 3rd and a long 8, 3rd and 9.
When that happens, one of 2 things is going on. Either the quarterback does not have his hands far enough up underneath the center, or the center is not getting the ball up into the quarterback's hands.
So 3rd and 9 for the Redhawks. Anderson went to the sideline, got the play. He's coming back in to tell the fellas in the huddle. They are not much of a passing team, Coach. I think they've only completed 10 passes on the season. We'll see what they've got here on 3rd down and 9. Again, fumble the snap.
Another fumble.
Fumble the snap. I don't think anybody's got it. They're scrambling for it. And Mountain Empire, the quarterback, Anderson, was able to recover it himself. But not before losing another yard. Going to bring up 4th down and 10, so they went absolutely nowhere on that drive. They fumbled the ball 3 times already.
You know, you've got to get your center and your quarterback on the sideline and say, we got to get this straightened away and do it.
Yeah. I mean, you said you were seeing it in warm-ups, and we've seen it 3 times in 6 plays. So there's the punt. They punted away from Briseño this time. They punted over to the far side of the field. He's going to let it roll and pick it up at the last second at the 29. Carrying it like a loaf of bread as he comes around the left side.
We got a flag.
We got a flag. It's going to come back. It's going to be all for naught.
It's going to come back.
So the Vikings, 6:39 left in the first quarter, are going to finally bring their offense out on the field, leading 8-0 after the punt return after the first possession.
They're going to start in a little bit of a hole because of the penalty.
The offense has had no scoring, putting up points this season, Coach. In their first game, they scored a 64-0 victory over Southwest. In Game 2 last week in Mission Bay, they won that one 46-7. Yeah. So the offense, and last week I wasn't there, but I heard it was done mostly with the run game.
Yep.
The first week they mixed in pass and run.
Right.
So
and I'll tell you, and Coach Turner started subbing very, very early, Murray, in that Southwest game. I was here and watched.
Right. So here we go. Junior quarterback Alonzo Cuevas brings his guys to the line. He's in the shotgun. Takes a snap. He's going to roll a little bit. He's looking deep already. He's looking for Briseño, and he overthrows him.
He was open.
Those two have been a potent passing combination for the last couple seasons here in Holtville.
Right. And he, like I said, he ran that V out, or V to what you call a V to the flag or whatever. He was open.
So it's going to leave the Vikings 2nd down and 10. They're at their own, looks like about the 19-yard line. 6.5 left to go here in the first quarter. Cuevas in the shotgun. He's rolling out to his left. Going to throw it deep again, looking for Alan.
Nice.
Alan Carrillo. Are they going to call that a catch? Yes, he is.
Nice.
Deep ball up to the 45-yard line.
People don't realize how tough that pass is to complete. That is great touch.
That was Cuevas to another junior, Alan Carrillo, deep for a gain of, what would that be, about 26-yard pass play there.
Mm-hmm.
1st and 10 for the Vikings at the 45. On the roll, Cuevas. Able to hit Tito Sr., Tito Gray on that one, and that's going to be another first down for the Vikings as they are into Mountain Empire territory at the 40-yard line.
See, if Mountain Empire, put heavy stock in scouting in last week's game, primarily playing the run, now they're getting hit with a pass.
Right. And these receivers and Cuevas is probably like, finally I get to throw the ball. It's been 2 weeks because he only ran last week.
He only threw 4 passes in that first game.
Right. There's the give up the middle. That is Hector Sanchez, the senior running back for the Vikings, and he powers his way down to the 25. That's a nice 15-yard gain.
That's football right there. What a hole.
So that sets the Vikings up 1st and 10 at the 25 after that 15-yard run by Sanchez. Cuevas in the shotgun. He's looking to throw now. He's rolling out to his right, looking to the end zone. He's got Carrillo for the touchdown. Cuevas to Carrillo, a 25-yard touchdown pass. 4:56 left in the first quarter, and your Home team, Holtville Vikings are up 13-0 on Mountain Empire. Coach, that looked too easy. That was Cuevas, just a little rollout to his right and found a wide open guy.
I'm going to come out and say it. Holtville can work on whatever aspect of their offensive game they want to.
That's Enrique Armas, who runs in the two-point conversion. And that puts the Vikings up 16-0. 4:56 here left in the first quarter. Valley Sports Network would like to thank some of their sponsors this year. Top Notch Barber, fresh cuts, always a cut away. Also, RDO, nothing runs like a deer. The Brawley Police Foundation, supporting a safe community through partnership with police. Esquer Realty, the mark of excellence. And the Imperial Irrigation District, your local public water and energy company. So 4:56 left. Holtville up 16-0 on the Redhawks, Coach. We've seen the Redhawks drop the ball 3 times.
Too many fumbles.
And then get lost in pass coverage.
Yep. The exchanges on the quarterback center are terrible, Murray.
So a line drive kick that time sails out of bounds. That's going to set up Mountain Empire with a 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line. Maybe one of the first things the Vikings haven't done well tonight with that kick out of bounds.
It's not a situation of where you're going to say that the Mountain Empire is, quote, that bad, unquote. They're playing a very good football team.
Yeah, they're playing a top team.
You bet.
That has a lot of experience. Coach Turner said they put a lot of work in the summer.
Yes.
They were in the weight room. They were playing 7-on-7. And he's got a good squad this year. He's got a machine, and he knows it.
Yes.
Okay, Redhawks going to give it around to the left side.
Off tackle. Still that crossfire action.
I think that was number 88 for the Redhawks, Nathaniel Carver, on that carry. And he got it up to about the 33-yard line. Well, no, I'm sorry, the 38-yard line to gain a 3. One of the best plays the Redhawks have had to this point. Going to bring up a 2nd down and 7. Anderson runs in with the play. Redhawks coming up to the line. They're going to give it on the pitch, and he is.
He started to roll out with it, and he never got out, Murray.
Well, that was number 13. That was Aiden McGarvey for the Redhawks. He had nowhere to go. He had 2 guys with him as soon as he got the ball.
Defensive end and outside backer were in his face.
So a loss of 8 is going to make it 3rd down and 15 as they are back at their own 30-yard line now.
Now, Coach Turner can work on whatever he wants to on offense. And like you said, all of that was earned in the offseason. That's that off-tackle play.
And we got a flag down. Looks like number 38 for the Redhawks, Christopher James, was on that carry.
Oh, we got a face mask.
So you got a face mask penalty on the Vikings, 15 yards.
15-yarder.
It's going to be the first down of the game for the Redhawks. They're going to march that one to the 48-yard line. Something for Coach Turner to get mad about, a penalty, you know. Yeah. Like we said, coaches aren't going to be 100% happy any game, any practice.
The face mask things they're just one of those things that happens.
Little inside handoff there. He's going to try and get up. He gets up to midfield. That was
about 2 yards.
That was a big back, number 17, junior Jason Landman. So 2.5 minutes left here in the opening quarter. Vikings leading 16.
So far,
0.
you see the crossfire action, you see the roll, you've seen the boot, and that's basically it.
And we've seen the drop snap.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not in the offense. No, I'm being told that wasn't design play. Anderson brings him up to center.
They were going on a quick count, and that's what happens right there.
Axel Gomez, a junior, a little anxious.
Yep.
Going to give him 5 yards on that one. So now the Redhawks are in Viking territory with a second down and about 3.
Yep.
Anderson under center.
Another snap drop.
Drops the snap again and totally blew up the timing of the play.
Yep.
Totally blew it up. He was able to hand it off. Handed that off to Landman.
That's the fourth one, isn't it?
Fourth one we've seen here in the opening quarter. You know, Mountain Empire is under first-year coach Ben Gooding.
You got to get that center and quarterback on the sidelines and get that straightened away.
My guess is, Coach, this is probably the first year for this offense for him.
Well,
he's a first-year coach, probably bringing in his own style of offense because they look a little shaky and unsure of themselves. Let's say
very
that.
rusty.
Yeah. So there's the give, trying to get to the outside
No way.
again. No chance. That's Aiden McGurvey.
That's just the old wing sweep.
Dropped back at midfield, loss of 4 yards, going to bring up a 4th down and 8. First quarter's winding down, but I think the Redhawks are going to have to get a play off.
Yeah, that's what I think. I think they're going to have to snap it.
Yeah, we're under 30, but yeah, the Redhawks are going to have to run this 4th down play. They may take a timeout.
They might take a timeout here. And, you know, people say, well, you're down 16, go for it. Now, in this situation, you may want to punt the ball and try to put them in a hole.
So he's going to take a quick timeout. We'll take a quick timeout as well. 16-0 Holtville over Mountain Empire. You're watching Friday Night Lights on VSN.
The Brawley Police Foundation is an independent, nonprofit organization that provides grant funding and crucial resources to the Brawley Police Department, with programs that would normally not be funded. These programs directly improve public safety and enhance the quality of life for our citizens.
And we're back at Birger Field. Mountain Empire Redhawks facing a 4th down and 8. They've got Anthony Delgado back in punt formation.
We've got movement up front.
We've got movement on both sides of the line. We'll see who was first. Looks like it's going to be on the Vikings. Cost them 5 yards. We'll see if Mountain Empire wants to stay in punt formation. They're going to face a 4th and 3 now. They are going to stay in punt formation with Delgado back deep. There's the snap. There's the kick. Nice high booming punt. Fielded at about the 10-yard line. That looked like it was taken to about, looks like about the 29-yard line, but I think I see another flag on the field. Yes, an illegal block on the Vikings.
Now, those are the kind of penalties that drive coaches nuts right there.
So that's going to take it inside the 20. So back to the, is it the 19? Back to the 18-yard line. 2 seconds left in the quarter, so this will be the last play of the opening quarter. Vikings leading 16-0. Cuevas in the shotgun's going to roll right again, looking to throw, going to keep it himself. Gets across the 20, across the 30 before he's dragged down out of bounds. Gets to about the 32-yard line for the first down. Into the first quarter, where the Holtville Vikings lead Mountain Empire 16-0. We remind you, you're watching Friday Night Lights on the Valley Sports Network.
Day in and day out, your publicly owned Imperial Irrigation District proudly delivers low-cost, reliable energy service to its customers in the Imperial and Coachella Valleys. When compared to other power providers, IID's residential, commercial, and governmental customers all save up to 50% on their monthly energy bills. That's because IID is committed to more than just delivering power. IID is committed to you. IID, where customers always come first.
At Burgers and Beer, our customers are like family. Let's hear what a few of them have to say about us.
We're here at Burgers and Beer with the best burgers in town.
We get to sit together and enjoy the great food.
I like from Burgers and Beers and the lemonade.
For the fresh iced tea, whether it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner.
It was wonderful, very fast, very efficient.
I love the great food and family environment.
I love the burgers and the customer service.
So come and see us and find out for yourself at Burgers and Beer.
And we're back here at Birger Field, where the Holtville Vikings and Mountain Empire Redhawks are ready to kick off the second quarter with the Vikings up 16-0. Holtville's got a first down and 10. They're at their own 32-yard line. So, junior quarterback Alonso Cuevas is in the shotgun. He's going to roll left, then look right, going to heave it deep. He's looking for Braden Terrell, and he's got Braden Terrell. He into Red Hawk territory.
Great pass. Threw it to the backside. He looked off the secondary to the left, came back, hit the deep receiver on the right side. That young man's got a touch with the ball, an excellent, excellent touch.
And I haven't seen him or gotten a chance to talk to him, but he put on some weight in the weight room. He's a stronger, lower half this year than he had last year. So that's a Cuevas complete pass to Raul Briseño, and he's going to get inside the 20-yard line.
Not only that, Murray, he's a very mature young man. When I interviewed him, I've interviewed him twice and very impressed with him. He sees the field very well.
Well, he's seeing the field. He's rolling to his right. He's looking deep. He's got two guys. He decides to throw it to Briseño for the touchdown. So a four-play drive that took him 82 yards. The last three completions from Cuevas. He found Braden Terrell. Then he found his number one target, Raul Briseño, 2 times in a row for the touchdown.
I have sat here so far and watched primarily the line, and I'll tell you, Holtville's just dominating up front.
On the 2-point conversion, Cuevas rolls out, could have thrown it to anybody. He threw it to Braden Terrell for the easy 2-point conversion.
You hit the nail on the head with that one.
And with 11:04 left here in the opening half, second quarter, it's Holtville 24, Mountain Empire 0. We'll remind you that Valley Sports Network couldn't be possible without the help of our great supporters, including Marianne Valenzuela Finley, State Farm Insurance Agent in the Imperial Valley. Grasso's fine Italian dining experience. And Intercare, improving the health and wellness of our community. Also brought to you by the Dom team for business, residential, and farmland real estate. Another great sponsor is IV Welding and Mechanical, industrial welding and contractor. So, Coach, we've seen a pretty easy go for the Vikings so far, right?
And I tell you, if you say, well, where is it won, where is it lost, whatever, it's one up front, and Holtville just dominated up front on both sides. Both sides of the ball.
Mount Empire put it on the ground again on the kick return, but they were able to recover and actually get a few yards after the fumble. And we've got a late flag that just came in. That's referee Nate Binkins. Didn't like something he saw. He had a nice toss in the air with that flag, though.
Yeah, good form.
Nate's reffed a few basketball games of mine. I got a few issues with him. Actually, all these guys are great officials. They do football and basketball. I've been fortunate to coach when they've all refereed and can say they all do an outstanding job for us.
It's not easy to do, I'll tell you that.
No, it's not. And it's ungrateful, and everybody just wants to yell at you. So.
Yeah.
So a 15-yard penalty on that flag. Going to move the Redhawks out to their own 49-yard line.
Their biggest gains have been on penalties.
Yes, sir. Anderson's up under center. Takes the snap. Not sure who he wants to give it to you. I'm saying, Coach, this offense has got to be brand new for them. They got a lot of kinks in this offense.
And not only that, Murray, but first of all, they're just getting whipped up front.
Yeah.
They're getting whipped up front.
The Holtville line's blowing up whatever they're trying to do.
Oh, yeah. As soon as they try to pull a guard, somebody's filling, and they're in the backfield. It's just domination up front by the Vikings.
We can check the out-of-town scoreboard while we have a second. In the first quarter, it's Central 7, Ramona 0. Also in the first quarter, it's Imperial 7, Cibola 0. We've got Southwest High School with their first points of the season. They are up 6-0 on Coastal Academy. The Eagles, congratulations to them. They're on the scoreboard. We've got a tie game, El Cajon Valley and Vincent Memorial, tied at 0. Brawley and Canyon Hills are tied 0-0 in the first quarter. That's surprising. I would think Brawley would run away with that one. And earlier today, we had Calipatria defeating O'Farrell Charter 56-14.
Another great job by the Holtville front. Defensive line and linebackers. Penetrating, filling.
That was Christopher James losing 1 yard on that one. Going to bring up a 3rd down and 12 for the Redhawks. You know, one name we haven't called tonight, and he was their leader on offense for the Redhawks, is Isaac Gonzalez. Yeah. Junior running back. He's playing some quarterback. I don't know if he suffered an injury, if he hasn't been in the game tonight that I've seen. We haven't seen number 9 on the field. Oh, he's in street clothes, I'm being told. So must be an injury or something. He's sitting out tonight. I'm sure that's part of the reason why the Redhawks offense is struggling. He was their leader in rushing yards. He was their leader last year in rushing yards. So,
little crossfire action going nowhere.
That was Aiden McGurvey.
I'll tell you, great preparation by the Holtville staff on the crossfire action and on the backside staying home.
That was a 5-yard loss, Coach. Going to bring up 4th down and 12. No, 4th and 17. I'm sorry.
You know, I said it earlier and I'll say it again. It's not so much that Mountain Empire is just that bad. They're facing a good football team.
Yeah.
The Vikings are very good. You know, I before the season opened, I said I thought they were one of, if not one of the best teams in the Valley.
So Anthony Delgado back to
almost
punt.
Blocked.
He gets it away, kicks it out of bounds. It's up in the second row. You have to give it back. You can't keep that ball. It's not baseball.
No foul on that. Boy, that was almost blocked, Murray.
Yeah. The Vikings came after that one. He was able to get it away. Got it out to Looks like about the 40-yard line of the Vikings, where they'll take over their fourth possession of the – well, I guess third possession because the first one was a punt return.
Yeah.
So here we come back to the line. Again, junior quarterback Alonso Cuevas is in the shotgun. Going to give up the middle. That is Enrique Armas. Enrique Armas is out on the right sideline. He's across the 30, still on his feet, still making Redhawks miss. Will not be brought down and gets to about the 10-yard line. Enrique Armas.
You cannot tackle high, and you cannot arm tackle. I mean, there are certain things in this life. You can't win the Kentucky Derby on a mule, and you can't arm tackle.
Oh, he ran through a lot of arms on that one. That is junior running back Enrique Armas.
We had flags again.
That's going to be the first penalty on the Redhawks tonight. It's going to be half the distance to the goal. Should take him just inside the 5-yard line, where the Vikings will have first and goal. 7 minutes, 21 seconds left here in the first half. Holtville up 24-0. They're going to give it to Armas. Armas is going to go untouched into the end zone. So a two-play Enrique Armas drive for 56 yards gets them the touchdown.
You know, I'll say it, Murray. Holtville could score what they wanted to tonight.
Right.
They really could.
Right.
I'll say it. I'm not going to mince words.
And Coach, you were at the Imperial game last week, right?
Yeah.
I thought I saw you there
Yeah.
on the sideline. I was at that game as well.
Yeah.
If you were to play the Ivy Classic right now, Coach, who wins that game?
Oh, boy.
It'd be a great one.
You know what? I was going to say, it would be a heck of a football game. And you know what? That's a little trivia. How many people know who put the name, the Ivy Classic?
I was sitting
the
right
two
next
of
to you.
us.
I was sitting right next to you,
You
Coach.
came to interview me before a Holtville game, and you and I said something about Ivy Classic, and you printed it when you were writing sports, and and the name was born.
Yeah. And boy, how this valley would love to see that game this season, Coach.
Oh, yes, it would be a great one.
It would fill the stands. It would be an exciting game on the field. Imperial's got some young receivers that can just fly.
And Ayala is throwing the ball well.
Ayala is such a mature young man. He seems like he is ready to lead an offense.
Yep.
And the Tigers, I think, have a legit shot to win that IVL this year, Coach.
I do too. It's and you know they have Brawley and Central at Imperial this year.
So for Coach David Shaw, this is the year to get it done, Coach.
That went out of bounds.
So the kickoff is going to bounce out of bounds, and
you know, you said it. If those two teams played tonight, that would be a heck of a football game.
That would be a fantastic football game.
Yes. You know, people that have not seen the Vikings. Let me tell you something. Good show. This is a very, very good football team.
It's entertaining to watch too because they throw the ball a little bit. You know,
they mix it up.
They'll throw it. I'll run it. Yeah.
I'll tell you, Coach Turner and his staff have done a great, great, great job.
I think they're getting buy-in by more and more of the kids, so they're showing up for extra workouts. They're showing up for Redhawks going to the air, and he threw it to the chain gang.
Nobody open. Great coverage. Nobody open, Murray.
No, that guy holding the chain was open, Coach.
Yeah, but bad hands.
Oh, incomplete pass there. Going to bring the 2nd down and 10 for the
He had
Redhawks.
that lineman's disease, bad hands.
They don't put skill players running the chains,
Oh,
do
no.
they? They always
Oh,
put,
no. Yeah. Yeah.
2nd down and 10 for the Redhawks.
It's not required, put it that way.
Unfortunate for the Redhawks. They're missing their best offensive player. They looks like a brand new offense they're trying
Try
to
to
run.
draw.
And they're playing a powerhouse team right now. So that was Christopher James for the Redhawks getting tossed back for.
Man.
Looks like a loss of 5.
Wow. Well, I'll tell you what, it's not going to be long before there'll be a running clock.
Vikings last week, coach, went to Mission Bay, took on a very talented Mission Bay team who is slotted in San Diego Section Division 3, likes to throw the ball all over the place, and Holtville dominated them 46-7.
Mm-hmm.
And Coach Turner, talking about it, was so proud of his offensive and defensive lines, how they controlled that game.
And you know, he's just like all football coaches. You strive for perfection, but he still wants that defense to swarm, meaning everybody to go to the ball.
You know, people going into that game said that would be a real test for the Vikings. You know, sure, they beat Southwest. Yeah. Let's see what they do going to Mission Bay. Yeah. They went up to Mission Bay and handled them from opening kick to final gun.
That is a very good football team right there on that field.
They've got leadership. They've got skill players. They've got linemen.
Murray, they've got size, and they're strong. They've been in the weight room. They're strong.
So Redhawks back to punt, 4th down and 12. Anthony Delgado's getting the most action of most of the players on the Redhawks. That is a nice punt.
Wow.
Going to drive it back to about the 21-yard line. You've got a flag already down, so this run back's not going to count. Nice effort by Juan Carlos Castillo, but it's going to be for naught as it comes back. Under 5 minutes now to go in the 2nd quarter. As they sort that out, we'll let you know that VSN has some very fine sponsors in the Imperial Valley, including Burgers and Beer, where you get the best burgers in town. CR&R Incorporated, the face of a greener generation. Havens Landscaping for all your landscaping material needs. Reach Medical Response Service, medical transportation service. And Ojeda Industries, hydraulic service and repair. So that's going to push the Vikings back inside their own 20, Coach. But it didn't bother them last time. They got the ball right here at the 18-yard line last time, and it took about 4 plays.
So far, the Redhawks' biggest gains have been on the flag.
Right. So 1st and 10 at the 18. Looks like we've still got most of the starters in. Probably going to finish the first half for the Vikings. Cuevas is in the shotgun. He's going to hand it off. That is number 25. That's Landon Kellum for a nice gain across the 30 to the 31.
You know, when I interviewed Coach Turner before the game, I was over in the weight room, and he had his team in there doing a little pregame lifting, and I was looking at those linemen, and I can't guarantee you don't want to get behind them in a buffet line. They're strong. Those kids have paid a price.
1st and 10 for the Vikings at their own 31. They're going to give it to Kellum again. He's going to get across the 35, fall forward, and get to about the 39-yard line for a gain of 8.
Nice runs. That's my great nephew. Great runs, back to back.
Senior Landon Kellum. He had a few games last year where he showed what he could do.
He did.
And he's getting more time this year.
Good running back. Very good running back.
Hits the hole hard. Runs where he's supposed to run. Hits the hole hard. So we'll see what the Vikings do here on 2nd down. They're going to give it up the middle. That's senior Hector Sanchez.
Great. I tell you what, Smitty Hilfiger just executed a great trap block to open that hole. Woo, what a block.
A 5-yard pickup for Sanchez out to the 44-yard line. Sanchez and Kellum are your two senior running backs, whereas Enrique Armas is your junior running back for the Vikings.
Coach Turner's got a stable.
And then you've got Smitty sitting in the backfield as the lead blocker.
Yeah.
I'd follow that guy wherever he's blocking. Armas is going to go.
Oh, that's good. He had a foot in.
Cuevas.
That is a great catch.
Cuevas to Briseño. They're going to rule it out of bounds. Gabe Castro said nope, he didn't get the foot in. He was dragging out of bounds. So a fantastic effort by Carrillo to keep his foot in there, but unable to do so. Vikings going to go quick, going to give it to Sanchez up the middle, spins off one tackle, and then gets dragged down. So Sanchez with a gain of 3 on that one. Going to bring up 3rd and 7 at the 47.
Holtville's front is just domination, doesn't even describe it.
Cuevas in the backfield. He's got Kellum standing next to him. He's going to give it to Kellum up the middle.
He hit it fast again, Murray.
Push his way across midfield and get to the Redhawks 49-yard line.
Yep.
Gain of 4. A 4th down for the Vikings. I didn't know that we'd see one of these tonight, Coach.
You've got to be kidding me.
And we all know Coach Turner doesn't like to punt. So
Coach Turner doesn't need to punt.
Well, even when he had a few questionable teams, he didn't like to punt.
No. Hey, riverboat gambler. I love it. I love it.
Cuevas going to roll out.
And there it is.
Going to throw it to Carrillo. Carrillo's going to get to about the 40-yard line.
Beautiful out route. Beautiful pass.
That was an 8-yard. Looked like a nice little safe 4th down play. A quick out to one of his favorite targets. Got him 8 yards and a 1st down.
Great touch on that. Great touch.
We are at 1.5 minutes left here in the opening half.
Oh, what a hole. What a hole.
Give was to Kellum. Kellum's going to get to the 30. No, that wasn't. That was Armas. Armas to the 33-yard line.
Football games are won and lost in the pits, and I'll tell you right now, Holtville's just dominating the pits. You know, there's an old saying, you take away those offensive linemen and all those running backs look the same.
They're going to give it to Hector Sanchez this time. He's going to break it out to the right side, or
Good
left
hold.
side, I'm sorry. Gets out to about the 25-yard line. It's an 8-yard gain for Sanchez and a 1st down at the 25. Clock's running as we're at 40 seconds. Coach Turner's going to have to make some decisions if he wants to punch this in. He's going to have to take a timeout or speed things up a little bit. There's the snap to Cuevas. He's rolling right. He's looking right. He's going to keep it himself.
And he's got it.
Inside the 20, inside the 15, down to about the 12-yard line.
I think he's got it, Murray.
He's got the 1st down at the 12.
Yeah, that's another Holtville Viking. 1st down.
Looks like he's at the 13, honestly.
He may. Let's see if he's going to let it run out.
The clock is running. They're going to do one more snap. Cuevas has it. He's looking. He's throwing deep.
Going in the end zone.
Incomplete, but we've got a flag.
Can't end it on a penalty.
0.2 of a second left on the clock.
Ineligible
We've got an ineligible man downfield on the Vikings. So they're going to mark that penalty off.
I would imagine this will be the last play of the first half.
0.2 of a second left. Vikings on their own, or on the Redhawks 18-yard line.
I just clicked it. I'll have it.
Clock's supposed to run, and it does. And that's going to run out the first half without one final play. So at halftime here at Birger Field in Holtville, it's Vikings 32, Mountain Empire Redhawks 0. We will remind you, you are watching Friday Night Lights on Valley Sports Network.
Whether you're looking to purchase or sell, your next home awaits. Give the Dom team a call. With over 50 years of experience and over 100 years in the Imperial Valley, Andy and Doug can help you find the right home at the right price, fast. Visit us online at www.thedomteam.com and let Andrew and Doug find the perfect home for you. Call today, 760-337-8600.
Make It Ford Summer Sales Event going on now. Hi, Mike Morris here, El Centro Motors. Well, the temperature rises, but the prices are going down. Enjoy a summer without payments. No payments for 3 months. 0% APR. 24 F-150s if you prefer a SUV. 24 Explorer is the perfect vehicle for you. And Ford even makes your first month's payment. And remember, if you don't come see me first, I can't save you any money, and it's just that easy.
Grosso's, an Imperial Valley tradition since 1955. Family owned and operated. Located at 1902 West Main Street, El Centro. Grosso's is open Wednesday through Sunday at 5 p.m. Order to go or come in for the Italian dining experience. Havens and Sons Trucking is located at 603 East Main Street in El Centro and is a business specialized in gravel, rock, stone, fill dirt, base, landscape rock, topsoil sand, and all your hauling needs.
Could you use help with your electric bill? Imperial Irrigation District, your public power provider, offers several payment assistance programs. Our income-qualified customers can save up to 20 or 30% on their electric bill and also receive assistance if they face service disconnection for non-payment. For assistance, call us at 1-800-303-7756, visit one of our customer service centers, or find us online at iid.com. IID, where customers always come first.
Imperial Flying Service, taking care of the entire Imperial Valley with all your aviation fuel needs. Imperial Flying Service is a proud supporter of our U.S. military, the aviation community, and all Imperial Valley communities.
South Cali Air Conditioning, the #1 York dealer in the Imperial Valley. Contact them today for all your AC needs. Call them at 760-556-9901.
You just have to get in the seat of the new John Deere Gator XUV. Not because it puts work in its place, but because all this versatility kind of just makes your day.
Ojeda Industries is here to offer solutions with exceptional products and services for all your agricultural, industrial, and power transmission needs. It's Ojeda Industries, hydraulic repair service in Brawley at 1698 Jones Street. Call us at 760-623-7299. Marianne Valenzuela Fenley is your State Farm insurance agent in the Imperial Valley. And like a good neighbor, she's located at 528 G Street in Brawley. Call State Farm agent Marianne Valenzuela Fenley at 760-344-0447 for your home, auto, and life insurance.
Casbros, it's that time of year again. Team shirt options are available and ready to go out for adult, youth, and toddler sizes. Call us and let us know how we can help at 760-550-6878. Imperial Valley College is the #1 community college in the nation. Winner of the 2023 Aspen Prize for Community College Excellence. InnerCare since 1970. When it comes to healthcare, InnerCare is here to help, with locations throughout the Imperial Valley. InnerCare, improving the health and wellness of the community.
Imperial Flying Service, taking care of the entire Imperial Valley with all your aviation fuel needs. Imperial Flying Service is a proud supporter of our U.S. military, the aviation community, and all Imperial Valley communities.
Reducing energy use during the summer is more important than ever. This summer, IID encourages you to do your part by setting your thermostat to 78 degrees or higher, avoiding the use of large appliances between 4 and 9 p.m., and turning off all unnecessary lighting. But there's more. IID provides a number of summer energy-saving opportunities to help you make the most of your energy savings efforts. Check out our tips and energy saving guides at IID.com. Let's work together to stay cool and save energy this summer.
We are Sewing Exchange, a garment manufacturing company. We manufacture to customer specifications. We do cut and sew, sublimation, uniforms, and we have low MOQs. You can contact us at 442-231-8527 or email sewingexchangeinc@gmail.com, and we are located at 321 East Main Street, El Centro, California.
Havens and Sons Trucking is located at 603 East Main Street in El Centro and is a business specialized in gravel, rock, stone, fill dirt, base, landscape rock, topsoil sand, and all your hauling needs. Looking for lower mortgage payments? Let Rosanna Arroyo guide you through seamless refinancing to save on monthly costs and get better interest rates. Call 760-960-3049 to schedule your free appointment. The Brawley Police Foundation is an independent, nonprofit organization that provides grant funding and crucial resources to the Brawley Police Department, with programs that would normally not be funded. These programs directly improve public safety and enhance the quality of life for our citizens.
Day in and day out, your publicly owned Imperial Irrigation District proudly delivers low-cost, reliable energy service to its customers in the Imperial and Coachella Valleys. When compared to other power providers, IID's residential, commercial, and governmental customers all save up to 50% on their monthly energy bills. That's because IID is committed to more than just delivering power. IID is committed to you. IID, where customers always come first.
And we're back at Birger Field here on the campus of Holtville High School, where we're at halftime and the Vikings lead the Mountain Empire Redhawks 32-0. VSN sponsors La Fonda Bar and Grill. Experience the vibrant flavors of Mexico. Imperial Flying Service, proud supporter of a U.S. military. The El Centro Police Department, dedicated to serve our community. VSN Games also brought to you by Imperial Valley College, proud sponsor of VSN's live stream. Also brought to you by Driscoll's, custom embroidery and Letterman's jackets. South Cali Air, for all your air conditioning needs. Also brought to you by Desert RV and Towing, 24-hour towing and off-road recovery. And Casbros, where you can get custom t-shirts, signs, and banners. So, Coach, we've got some out-of-town scores, some that are pretty surprising. We've got Central at halftime on top of Ramona 20-3.
Wow. That's an eye-opener.
Yeah, that game was supposed to be a barn burner,
yes.
Right down to the final possession. So we've also got Imperial. They went to Yuma playing Cibola. They're up 27-0. And in El Centro on Eagles Field, we've got Southwest and Coastal Academy in a 6-6 shootout there, Coach.
Wow. Yeah.
I'm rooting for Coach Blinko. I'm rooting for him to get that win. It's been a rough first two games for him, so I'm rooting for Coach. We've got El Cajon Valley and Vincent Memorial tied 0-0. We're getting no score reported from Brawley and Canyon Hills up in San Diego. And as we mentioned earlier, we have Calipatria earlier this afternoon defeated O'Farrell Charter in San Diego 56-14.
Right.
So as we move forward, we'll remind you, VSN Sports is brought to you by Hart Insurance, a full-service insurance agency. Brought to you by Johnny's Burritos, Imperial Valley Tradition. Keystone HR, Robbie Herrera, also a proud sponsor of VSN Sports, as is Alfred Distributing, family-owned and operated since 1947. El Centro Motors, another proud sponsor of VSN. Whether you like to shop online or prefer the human connection, the team at El Centro Motors is there to help you. By Sewing Exchange, fast, reliable service for all your tailoring needs, where quality meets convenience. Also brought to you by Condi Real Estate and Mortgage. Lower payments, reduced interest rates, expert guidance. Give Rosanna Arroyo a call at Condi Real Estate and Mortgage. So, Coach, what we see here on Birger Field, we saw a first half where Mountain Empire couldn't really hold the ball. Looks like they're very unsure of themselves on offense.
Yep. It's a combination of errors from what looks like to be an inexperienced quarterback, with his center. And like I said, Murray, in the first half, it's also a situation of facing a very, very good Viking football team. I'm not gonna badmouth Mountain Empire because of the fact they are facing that team. So
right, and for Holtville, we saw a team that didn't throw the ball much last week, against Mission Bay, come out and kind of throw it a little bit. The receivers like, hey, we want to play too. So they got their chance in the first half.
Yep. Well, and we were talking when we were off of the air up here. If you're preparing for Holtville, what do you prepare for? Run or pass? Because Jason ran the ball last week up there at Mission Bay.
Right.
So if you looked at that and say, okay, we prepare for the run. Now he comes out tonight throwing it.
Right.
So you got problems when you got to prepare for the Vikings.
Right. He's told me he's confident throwing, he's confident
right.
passing.
Yes.
And as the defense gets better each game, Coach, they're gonna be tough to stop this season. And looking at their schedule ahead, it doesn't get a lot tougher. They've got one big game coming up against a team from Nevada, the Henderson Lake Mead Academy, coached by former Raider and Redskin Jay Schrader. They're going to be coming in. I think they were in one of the Nevada Division State Championship games last year, but they're coming in to face Holtville. But other than that, he's got El Cajon Valley coming next week, which shouldn't be a game. He's got he's going to Calexico later, and Calexico's struggling with another change in quarterback. So,
Murray, conceivably, he could be undefeated.
Yes. And Mountain Empire came out, and I don't know if they tried an onside kick or the kicker is now hurt. He's kind of limping, or he went down. He's limping around.
I don't know.
He is hobbling off. That is their kicker, Anthony Delgado.
Regardless, it was ugly.
It was. I don't know what
I'll say it.
Yeah, I don't know what was what was tried there, but the Vikings got the ball at the Redhawks 49-yard line to start the second half.
Man, that kick was uglier than my last year's tax bill.
Oh.
Good Lord.
Oof. I hope Delgado's okay. He's done a fine job for him punting the ball. They've only scored one touchdown, so they haven't kicked off a lot this season. So maybe he wasn't used to kickoff.
Could be.
So here we go. The Vikings have the ball at the Redhawks 49-yard line. They're going to give it to Hector Sanchez, their senior running back. He's going to get across the 40.
Big hole again.
To about the 38-yard line.
Good yardage on first down. That'll be another Holtville Viking. First down.
Gain of 11 for Sanchez down to the 38.
I'll tell you, Jason, he can work on whatever play he wants to work on, Murray.
Come to the booth if you have the blue ticket with the last four digits of 0.
So Cuevas is still at quarterback. I suspect they're going to run the ball a little bit this half. He sure is. He's going to give it to Kellum. Kellum's on the right side. Down to about the 21-yard line.
Another nice hole. Nice run.
Michael Noble on the stop for the Redhawks, but that is another Holtville Vikings.
That's a 16-yard run for the senior. Going to set up the Vikings 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Love to give away the spirit blanket, and someone will show up.
So, Coach, we're getting a report that the Brawley Canyon Hills game just got started because of the heat, that new heat bulb thermometer up in San Diego. So that game just got started at 8 o'clock.
Wow.
Cuevas is going to throw the ball. He's going to throw it to number 44, Juan Carlos Castillo, but we've got a flag. You got an ineligible man downfield on that one.
That's the second ineligible downfield on Holtville.
Vikings will lose a touchdown again.
It's going to take him back to the 27-yard line. 1st and 15 at the 27.
Last call, 0268. Anybody got it?
Now, how do you feel if you're Juan Carlos Castillo? You get your first pass thrown to you, you catch it, you take it to the house.
And turn around and there's a flag on the ground.
Yep. And you come back.
Yep.
Kay Turner, the winner of the Vikings Spirit Blanket.
Again, we talked about it before the game, Coach. The referee's working a 4-man crew tonight, and they're kind of getting things situated as well out there. They're used to the 5-man varsity crew, but it's been talked about ad nauseum that, there's a referee shortage here in the Imperial Valley. So they had 4 games tonight, so they had to go to a 4-man crew.
As we said, it's easy for all of us to sit up here and criticize, but you know what? Wear that whistle and wear those stripes and see what it's like.
Right. They're going to give it to Armas. Armas up the middle. Armas dancing his way.
Enrique Armas on the carry. Good yardage on that run.
He's going to get down to the 17-yard line. That was a gain of 10.
All right, the next
Going to bring up 2nd and 5 at the 17. Clock's running. We're at 10 minutes, 25 seconds left here in the third quarter. Vikings leading 32-0. Fake handoff to Kellum. He's going to throw it out wide to Carrillo. Carrillo breaks
He's
one
gonna
tackle
go
at
in.
the 10,
He's
dives
in.
for the pylon,
Carrillo with the reception.
and is in the end zone. That is 17-yard touchdown pass. Alonzo Cuevas to Alan Carrillo.
Blue ticket. Last 4 digits for the autographed football. 4664. Check your tickets.
Vikings going to go for the extra point instead of running for the 2 on this one. Who is their kicker this season? Oh, it's going to be Enrique Armas. Enrique Armas out of the hold of Raul Briseño.
This is an adventure.
Low snap.
Good kick.
Briseño gets it down, and
Good.
Armas nails it through.
Down there, but it was handled and kicked through.
So that's going to make it 39-0 Vikings with 10:08 left here in the third quarter. We can tell you that VSN Friday Night Lights is brought to you by Top Notch Barber. Fresh cuts, always just a cut away. RDO, nothing runs like a deer. Brought to you by the Brawley Police Foundation, supporting a safe community through partnership with police. Esquire Realty, the mark of excellence. VSN also brought to you by IID, the Imperial Irrigation District, your local public water and energy company. So the Vikings march 49 yards in 5 plays, finish it with a pass from Cuevas to Alan Carrillo, 17-yard touchdown pass. Armas kicks the PAT, and you've got a 39-0 lead for the Vikings.
You know, Murray, he has not been pressured one single time tonight.
38, the ball carrier.
Cuevas, I mean, there's an old saying, he could sit back there and throw from a rocking chair.
Yeah.
No pressure.
He's not been under any pressure.
No.
And credit his offensive line for that.
Exactly. Well, what did Jason say before the game?
Right.
That's the one thing that he thinks that the big positive.
Yeah. I mean, Mount Empire's, their line's not small.
No, they're not.
They're not small, but you're right. They're not getting anywhere near Cuevas.
It's Holtville's just dominated in the pits. That's all there is to it.
And again, that's something he said they did last week to Mission Bay as well. So
And they did it against Southwest, Murray.
So something to be said for those off-season exercise, conditioning, weightlifting programs he's got going here in Holtville.
Flags came in a little early.
Quick snap, and they had 2 different people. They had a lineman going down in the back in motion, and you can't have the 2 moving.
So we've got a procedure penalty on the Redhawks, going to push them back to the 23-yard line. The last thing they need, Redhawks need, are penalties and get behind the chains. The Redhawks are out of Pine Valley. You know, they play in the Sunset League, Coach. They're facing teams like Rock Academy, Tri-City Christian, Coastal Academy, who's playing tonight in at Southwest, O'Farrell Charter, and Maranatha Christian. Those are teams that Mountain Empire should be able to compete with.
Well,
that is a small school league, basically, by hearing the names of those schools.
Yep. And and the way that you know, the fumbling with the backup quarterback, et cetera, et cetera, it's not a night that you want to stop and buy a lottery ticket, put it that way.
So 2nd down at 14 for the Redhawks.
No matter what they've tried, Holtville shut it down. Then they got foot to foot and tried that old toss, like Palo Verde runs,
right?
And it didn't go anywhere.
And you look at that Holtville line, you see big number 73, and you're thinking, I'm not running his way.
There you
Coach.
go.
I'm not running towards Smitty Hilfiger.
No. And there he is in the backfield.
There he was.
There he is.
He pursued on that one. He got out of his block, pursued, and made the tackle.
I said it a million times. That young man's a ball player.
Third down.
That was a loss of 4 yards, and credit Smitty. He shed his block, turned on the jets, and threw the guy down for a loss of 4.
Coaches would say, what is he? And the answer, he's a beast.
And now he's out of the game. He's headed right for the water cooler. Don't blame him.
Now we got flags again.
I think we got some movement on the offensive side.
Yep.
Knocking back.
They're
to
just
the
going
15
backwards.
Yeah, they're facing a 4th and 23 now. I don't know that they've got the play in the playbook for that one. 3rd down and 23.
This is one of those where you flip a coin on the call. What are we going to run?
Redhawks come out. Anderson under center.
Crossfire action.
Gonna get about 2 yards on that one. There you go. Now you got 4th down and 21.
It's 4th and forever.
So Redhawks line up to punt. Vikings send Juan Carlos Castillo deep. He's about midfield. Oh, didn't get all that one.
No.
Gets a nice bounce. Going to get across midfield. Picked up at the 49 by Castillo. He didn't try and get out of anybody's way. He ran straight through one of his blockers and a Red Hawk.
And that was a good low tackle.
So he returns that to the 35-yard line where the Vikings will take over 1st and 10 with 6:59 left in the 3rd quarter. Cuevas going to give it to, I think that's Sanchez. Sanchez hit pretty hard on that one, but gets across the 35 to about the 33-yard line. Second down and 8 for the Vikings. So he's got some backup skill players in. You've got Braden Terrell up at the top. They're going to give it to Kellum up the middle, follows his blocking, gets across the 30 to the 29.
Third down.
Backup kids that are in there doing the job.
Yeah, you've got Tito Gray and Castillo as your wideouts to the right. Cuevas is going to roll that way. Looks to Castillo. He's going to get it to inside the 20.
For Holtville Vikings. First down.
Again, no pressure.
No, just rolls out to his right.
Yeah.
Can see the whole field because there's nobody in front of him. Gets it to the 19-yard line. 10-yard gain. Castillo, a sophomore for the Vikings. They're going to give it to Kellum. Kellum's going to go up the middle and get hit right at the line of scrimmage. Gain of 1.
Amendment on the stop. Very little gain. Second down.
Again, 5:05 left here in the third quarter. Vikings up 39-0. They're going to give to Kellum again. He's up the middle. He's across the 15 down to about the 13-yard line for a gain of 5.
Got a long 4 to go.
Third down and 4. Again, he's got Braden Terrell split out wide left. He's got Tito Gray and Castillo split to the right. It looks like he's got Hector Sanchez in the backfield with him. He's looking to Terrell.
Oh,
overshoots.
He knew it too. He knew it.
Out of the reach of Braden Terrell.
Kind of bring up a 4th down and 4 for the Vikings.
He knew it as soon as he let it go.
So 4th down and 4 for Holtville. Cuevas is rolling right, looking right, finds his
Touchdown.
man. Found Castillo. Castillo gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Cuevas to Castillo. 13-yard touchdown pass for Cuevas.
Yeah.
Vikings line up for the extra point kick. Armas back to kick. Briseño to hold. Snaps good. Holds good. Kick is good.
Kick is good.
And with 4:03 left in the third quarter, the Vikings now on top of this one, 46-0. We can remind you that VSN Friday Night Lights is brought to you by the La Fonda Bar and Grill. Experience the vibrant flavors of Mexico at La Fonda Bar and Grill. Imperial Flying Service, proud supporter of the U.S. military. The El Centro Police Department, dedicated to serve our community. Brought to you by Imperial Valley College, a proud sponsor of VSN's live stream. Also brought to you by Driscoll's, custom embroidery and Letterman's jackets at Driscoll's. Brought to you by South Cali Air for all your air conditioning needs. Desert RV and Towing, 24-hour towing and off-road recovery. Also brought to you by Casbros, custom t-shirts, signs, and banners available at Casbros. Coach, we've got a score from Canyon Hills. Brawley is first on the scoreboard at Canyon Hills, up 7-0.
Oh, okay. And that game started late because of the heat factor.
Yeah, the new heat scale
right.
that CIF has adopted this year. Other scores, we have Imperial on top of Cibola 27-7. We're still getting a 6-6 score at Southwest with Coastal Academy. Vince Memorial's on top of El Cajon Valley, 14-0. And it looks like Brawley's added another one. They are up 14-0 in that first quarter. So, and it's still 20-3 Central over Ramona. That one's in the third. Mountain Empire is going to have their best offensive play of the game.
Little boot action.
That was your quarterback.
Yep. Fake the sweep. Booted. It's not really a true bootleg. It simply is the fake and more of a roll.
Right. He was able to get 12 yards on his own, and now you're going to tack on some penalty yardage.
Oh, boy.
Probably a late hit out of bounds. You're going to give him 15 more.
A lot of younger players here
Now, all the 15-yarders, that's something that Coach Turner will address with his team.
You know, I think he has a little smile on his face. It's something he can get at him about. You know, he can't have a game where nothing goes wrong.
You know.
Little inside handoff there. They're going to give the ball to Jason Landman. He's going to get it to about the 41-yard line. Yeah, make it the 42. Pickup of 2.
Coach Turner's staff they're subbing pretty liberally. There's the toss sweep.
He's able to get around and get inside the 30. That was Christopher James for the Redhawks. Takes it down to the 29-yard line. Be a 13-yard run for the Redhawks there, Coach.
Yep.
They got a 1st and 10 at the Vikings 34-yard line.
There's a lot of the Holtville starters that are not on the field.
No. Redhawks are inside the 30. They're at the 28-yard line. 2nd down and 9. Anderson's up under center. Going to keep it himself, head toward the right side, and get maybe a yard.
Crossfire action with the quarterback keeping. Fake, keep.
Did you ever run that offense?
We had a series that we called the quick series. Reverse pivot by the quarterback, and you had we used the fullback up the gut, halfback wing coming around, and you could run quick crossfire, the counter, quarterback counter.
How long does it take an offense to feel comfortable running that?
You know, it's Murray. If you start from day one and as a part of your package, you work on it just like you do anything else, whether it's passing or whatever, dive series. And whatever. But now if you try to put it in for a game, it's not going to be as sharp.
Right.
But we always started putting it in from the very beginning.
Yeah, I'm just wondering how long these kids have been working on it.
Yeah.
Because they don't seem real sure of themselves.
Well, of course, you don't have the same quarterback you had last week.
Right. Yeah, they're main offensive players in street clothes right now.
Right. Exactly.
Isaac Gonzalez is his name. He's just a junior. He was their leading rusher last year. He's been their leading rusher this year. Anderson's going to keep that one. Looking to go off the right side and just get smashed.
Boy, I'll tell you what. He got some daddy smack laid on him.
Yeah.
What a hit.
And he's getting helped up. And
that's the kind of hit that I'm going to tell you right now. You talk about dizzy, you need directions back to the huddle.
Yeah, he's slowly making his way to the sideline as that's a turnover on down.
Woo! Man.
And that is the end of the 3rd quarter here, where it's Holtville 46, Mountain Empire 0, and you're watching Friday Night Lights on VSN.
At Burgers and Beer, our customers are like family. Let's hear what a few of them have to say about us.
We're here at Burgers and Beer with the best burgers in town.
We get to sit together and enjoy the great food.
I like from Burgers and Beers and the lemonade.
For the fresh iced tea, whether it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner.
This is wonderful, very fast, very efficient.
I love the great food and family environment.
I love the burgers and the customer service.
So come and see us and find out for yourself at Burgers and Beer.
Whether you're looking to purchase or sell, your next home awaits. Give the Dom team a call. With over 50 years of experience and over 100 years in the Imperial Valley, Andy and Doug can help you find the right home at the right price fast. Visit us online at www.thedomteam.com and let Andrew and Doug find the perfect home for you. Call today, 760-337-8600.
And we're back at Birger Field for the start of the fourth quarter, where the Holtville Vikings lead the Mountain Empire Redhawks 46-0. Murray Anderson and Mike Swearingen bringing you the action tonight. I'm trying to fill in for Ronnie Rubio, trying to fill those big shoes. But Ronnie had to be in San Diego today, so he will be back with you VSN faithful listeners next week. As we wrap this one up in the fourth quarter, Vikings up 32-0. I'm sorry, 46-0.
46-0.
Cuevas is going to keep it. Flag comes flying in.
No, they're running the clock. He wound his arm. They're running the clock.
So they're going to run this clock
for
the fourth quarter. Most of the time in football games here, high school football games, when you get to a 40-point margin, you run the clock. We can tell you that VSN Friday Night Lights is brought to you by Hart Insurance, your full-service insurance agency. Brought to you by Johnny's Burritos. It's an Imperial Valley tradition. Keystone HR, Robbie Herrera. Also brought to you by Alfred Distributing, family-owned and operated business since 1947. First down and 20 for the Vikings. They're going to give the inside handoff to senior Hector Sanchez. Sanchez is going to get over the 25 out to about the 27-yard line.
Well, Murray, we've got a running clock at 10:40. Been a total domination by the Vikings tonight.
Yes, it has. We talked about it earlier, the Mountain Empire Redhawks, very junior-laden team. I think I counted 22 juniors on their roster, so experience will be a big thing. This is Landon Kellum getting across the 40, across the 45 to the 46.
And another Holtville Vikings. First down.
And before I forget it, I've enjoyed it working with you tonight. It's been fun, Murray. A lot of memories. And
Coach, it's always a pleasure working with you. I know my mom, when she was athletic director here in Holtville, spoke very highly of you. I know it was a rivalry and competitive, but she spoke very highly of you.
Well, that's a two-way street. I felt the same, and
we're talking way back in the day. We're talking them early, mid 1980s, right, Coach?
Oh, yes.
So.
Yeah, I'm 3 days older than Jesus.
Cueva's going to complete the pass to Castillo there and get into Redhawk territory. Another ineligible downfield. Honestly, probably shouldn't be throwing the ball at this point anyway. Just run the ball. We can tell you that VSN, proud sponsors of VSN, El Centro Motors. Visit the team at El Centro Motors for your next truck, car, or SUV. Also, proud sponsor of VSN is Arctic Air, dependable AC repairs and service you can trust. Also, the Sewing Exchange, fast, reliable service for all your tailoring needs, where quality meets convenience. Vikings with a 1st and 15 now. They're going to give it to Kellum up the middle. Oh, no, that is Enrique Armas. Sorry. Enrique Armas still going strong down to the Redhawks 40-yard line.
He ran through 2 tackles. I mean, ran right through them.
another Holtville Vikings. First down.
So 1st and 10 for the Vikings at the 46. This clock keeps moving. We're at 8:12 left in the game. 46-0 Vikings. They're going to give it to senior running back Hector Sanchez. He's across the 35, fights his way to about the 33-yard line.
I tell you, Coach Turner's got a stable of running backs. He really does.
He's got 3 really good running backs
Wow.
in Kellum, Sanchez, and Armas.
Excellent, excellent stable of backs.
That's going to be Kellum up the middle. Kellum covers that ball with 2 arms, Coach, as he's going through that line. And
Yep.
then when he gets out to his sprint speed, he puts it in the 1 arm.
Yep.
Holtville Vikings. First down.
He's got excellent technique. He really does.
That's a 5-yard run there for Kellum down to the 28-yard line. Cueva's going to keep this one himself. Yeah, I wouldn't.
At this point in the game, with me, I tell him point blank, you either get rid of it or what.
Hand that ball off. There's no need for my quarterback to take a hit at this point in the game.
Not with this score.
No. That was a 9-yard run for Cuevas. I'd be handoff right, handoff left, Coach.
Betcha.
There's no need for that quarterback to take a hit.
You don't race the horse before the race. No.
They're going to give that one to Armas. Armas going to get across the 10 down to the 9-yard line.
And the Holtville line is they're just opening huge holes.
For a Holtville Viking. First down.
We're down to 6 minutes left and running.
And the Vikings with the 1st and goal at the 9. And Holtville's going to take, Mount Empire's going to take a timeout. When they take a timeout, we're going to take a timeout. It's 46-0, 5:49 left in the 4th quarter. You're watching Friday Night Lights on VSN.
Make It Ford summer sales event going on now. Hi, Mike Morris here, El Centro Motors. Well, the temperature rises, but the prices are going down. Enjoy a summer without payments. No payments for 3 months. 0% APR. 24 F-150s if you prefer a SUV. 24 Explorer is the perfect vehicle for you. And Ford even makes your first month's payment. And remember, if you don't come see me first, I can't save you any money, and it's just that easy.
Grosso's, an Imperial Valley tradition since 1955. Family owned and operated. Located at 1902 West Main Street, El Centro. Grosso's is open Wednesday through Sunday at 5 p.m. Order to go or come in for the Italian dining experience.
We're back at Birger Field on the campus of Holtville High School, where the Holtville Vikings, 1st and goal at the 9-yard line. Leading Mount Empire 46-0. The give is to senior Hector Sanchez. He gets across the 5, close to the goal line. Looks like he gets down to the 1.
He's short, just barely short.
1.
Yep.
Second and goal at the 1-yard line. Clock's running. We're at 5.5 minutes left, Coach.
And Coach Turner's just running the ball up the gut.
And we can let you know, what does Holtville have left, Coach? Holtville has El Cajon Valley next week. They're hosting El Cajon. September 20th, they're going to be at Calexico. And September 27th, they host Lake Mead Christian Academy from
that'll
Henderson.
Be a good one, yeah.
That one we hear will be a good one.
Yeah.
Landon Kellum, senior, is going to get his touchdown tonight. 1-yard touchdown run. And then Holtville also is going to be going to Coronado, Coach.
Yeah. Now that could be a little test.
Right. And then October 18th, they begin Desert League play, where they'll face Vincent Memorial, Palo Verde, and Calipatria. So Holtville could run the table the rest of the way. Where they end up in the playoff structure, you know about the new playoffs they're doing this year where they throw everybody into one pot. They rank the whole San Diego section, and where you end up in the pot is what division you're playing in.
Yep.
So So 54-0 Holtville leads. Coach, in talking to Jason Turner, right now Holtville seated at 36 in San Diego section. That means if playoffs started tonight, Holtville would be in Division 3 in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Now the rest of his schedule, it's not going to help him at all, the rest of his schedule.
No.
That should drop him down into Division 4 because Division 4 will start at the number 41 ranked team.
Yeah.
So that should drop him into Division 4.
I look for him to be in Division 4.
Right. Well, ironically, what won't help him is if a Mission Bay or somebody starts beating teams up in San Diego, that will pull him up because a team that he beat is now beating teams up in San Diego.
Right.
So there are some very, I like some of the things they're doing with this new playoff structure, and then there's things I don't like with what they're doing.
Some of it,
in
all honesty, is a jigsaw puzzle.
Right.
Oh, another flag.
I know if you look at the San Diego section right now, Coach, we've got a few minutes left in this game. You've got Central ranked at number 20. You've got Brawley ranked at 24, Imperial at 31, and Holtville at 36. So if
Central beats Ramona, they're going to go up.
Yeah. And Central and Brawley should be in Division 2. If everything plays out kind of like everybody's looking at how it's going to go the rest of the season, those two should be in Division 2. Imperial should be in Division 3, and Holtville, it's going to depend if they finish higher than 41 or lower.
I think they're going to be more up in the air than the others of where they're going to be.
Right. And then Calipatria, one of the teams, Calipatria is still in the 5AA division.
Yeah.
So while they're sitting way down at 75 right now, they're number 3 if you were to go 5AA right now. They'd be the number 3 seed in the 5AA division.
And the way they're playing, they could end up 2 or 1.
Right. So we've got a timeout on the field. We're going to keep it right here, and I'm going to let you know about some of the more great sponsors here at VSN. El Centro Motors. Whether you like to shop online or prefer the human connection, the team at El Centro Motors is here to help you. Also brought to you by Condi Real Estate and Mortgage. Lower payments, reduced interest rates, expert guidance. Give Rosanna Arroyo a call at Condi Real Estate and Mortgage. All right, Coach, so we're talking about the rest of the schedules. We've got Holtville, we're looking at, could easily run the rest of the table. Who else in the Valley?
They could, yeah.
How do you see the IVL shaking out this year?
I'm going to tell you right. You're talking about Central, Brawley, and Imperial?
Central, Brawley, Imperial.
Right now, put them in a sack, shake them up, and pour them out. That's the way. And like I told you earlier, Murray, don't forget, Imperial's got Brawley and Central at Imperial.
At Imperial, right?
Boy, I tell you what, that crossfire action has went nowhere tonight.
Second down.
And I tell you, that line of the bodies are big bodies that Mountain Empire has up front.
Yeah, look at their offensive line there.
Yeah.
71, 78, even 50.
But you can start with the very basics. When that ball snapped, Holtville's beating them off the ball all night. They just beat them off the ball.
Yeah.
Both sides.
Well, I know Coach Turner's getting a lot of buy-in here at Holtville. He says he's got 71 kids in the program.
That's what he told me earlier.
Right, over 70 kids in the program. He's got a strong JV team as well.
Yep.
So kids put in the work during the springtime, the summertime.
That tells you right there. He's worked at it, and it's paying off.
And he is fully invested in this team, too.
Yeah.
He is all about this team and the Holtville football.
Yep.
He's getting them lined up right now for the handshakes.
Well, we're 30 seconds to go, and it's running. They're going to run one more play, and that's going to be it.
Anderson's going to keep it on the final play.
Yeah, just to keep play all the way, and that's going to do it.
Get tackled at the 40. You've got the clock running down. And your final from Birger Field is going to be Holtville 54, Mountain Empire 0. So there's your final gun. Teams are going to line up in midfield and shake hands. We're going to take a quick break. We'll come back, recap it for you, and tell you what's coming up next on VSN. So 54-0, Holtville over Mountain Empire, Friday Night Lights on VSN.
Havens and Sons Trucking is located at 603 East Main Street in El Centro and is a business specialized in gravel, rock, stone, fill dirt, base, landscape rock, topsoil sand, and all your hauling needs.
Could you use help with your electric bill? Imperial Irrigation District, your public power provider, offers several payment assistance programs. Our income-qualified customers can save up to 20 or 30% on their electric bill and also receive assistance if they face service disconnection for non-payment. For assistance, call us at 1-800-303-7756, visit one of our customer service centers, or find us online at iid.com. IID, where customers always come first.
So we're back at Birger Field, where the Holtville Vikings defeated the Mountain Empire Redhawks 54-0. Murray Anderson, Mike Swearingen here for VSN. Coach, we've seen Holtville. First game, 64-0 over Southwest. Second game, 46-7 over Mission Bay. And tonight, 54-0 over Mountain Empire. You know, yeah, we can talk about the offense, but maybe we're more impressed with where Holtville's defense is right now.
They're an excellent football team, and our podcast before the season opened, I said that they were one of the better football teams in the Valley, and I still stand by that. And they're going to get and especially better, and I'll tell you, Murray, they're really going to be something to deal with if they stay healthy, which we don't wish any injuries on anybody. Right. But this team is a tremendous football team. And people in the listening audience, if you get a chance to see the Vikings, go see them. They are a very good football team.
They're getting the job done offensively with the run game. They're getting the job
both
offensively
sides.
With the passing game.
Both sides.
They've given up a total of 7 points this season. Yeah, if you get a chance to see the Vikings play, come out and watch them play. Again, it was 54-0 here tonight over the Mountain Empire Redhawks. Coach, let's give some special shout-outs and thanks to the Holtville staff here.
Yep.
Superintendent Celso Ruiz, you have Principal Anthony Arevalo, you have Athletic Director C.J. Johnston, who got us in the press box tonight.
Right.
It's not the biggest press box out there, but
we greatly appreciate it.
And, you know, maybe the fact that, you know, full disclosure, I am the mayor of Holtville right now. Maybe me requesting us in the press box today got us in here tonight with the air conditioning going. So,
Mayor, thank you very much. Murray, it was great working with you.
It was a pleasure. Thank you to Will Torres and Ronnie Rubio for all they do for VSN. Coach Mike Swearingen, thank you. This is Murray Anderson reminding you saw the Holtville Vikings take down the Mountain Empire Redhawks 54-0 on Friday night.